lover than a fighter, 'cause all my life I've been fighting. Never felt a feeling of comfort. All this time I've been hiding, and I never had someone to call my own. No, I'm so used to sharing. Love only left me alone, but I'm at one with the silence. I found peace in your violence. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm at one, and I've been silent for too long. I've been quiet for too long. I've been quiet for too long.
Welcome everybody. It's the Therapeutic Talk, Talk. Today I am your host, Abraham Kasongo, your own boy. Well, we are having another interesting topic today, and I am not alone on the show today. We are going to be hearing from someone's experience today. And before we go further, I will let him introduce himself. Sir?
Yeah, good morning, Abraham.
Good morning.
I'm Daniel Kazadi, former Congolese community president. Currently working as lab monitor in the ICT building. I'm here to talk about my experience as a leader on campus at Africa University. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel. He is one of those courageous guys who just accepted and decided to come and grab that seat and share the experience and knowledge that he's got. Right? What I'm going to say is, dear followers, please take your notes and pen. Wisely note and jot that down. Right, Mr. D, we are here today to talk about leadership. You are a quite known guy due to many of these different responsibilities that we've been seeing you into. And we would like to know, that leadership that is inside of you, is it something that you knew about yourself, or is it just something that you came to discover here at Africa University?
I guess since my childhood, I used to occupy some leadership positions at primary school, high school, and the leader was already born in me. I'm one of those people who believe that leaders are born and they are not made.
They're not made.
Yeah, so that's it. It's not something that I've discovered here on campus, but it's something that I've been since
All
my
right.
childhood. Yeah.
All right. As I just told you, it's getting hot in the building. All right. So, Mr. D believes that leaders are not made, but he's born leader. Him personally is born leader. So, Mr. D, we wants to know, what makes you a leader?
I guess what makes me a leader in the first place is my passion to serve other people. From those who have seen me occupying different leadership positions, they have seen how best I like being at a service, working for others. As the president of the Congolese community, I used to serve food when we have parties, I'm not the kind of a leader who sits and then gets the honor and let other people do the work. I like being in front and showing others the way. So my passion to serve as well as my ability to take risk, I'm a risk taker. I don't really mind taking risk,
Right.
regardless of the consequences and the outcomes. I assume my responsibilities, and it's my passion to serve people and my ability to take risk, and I don't mind being talked about.
All right. All right.
I can say that as well. Yeah, so what makes me a leader? First of all, it's my passion to serve people and my ability to take risk, and as well as, that passion of being in front. I like being in front. I don't like sitting at the back. That's not where I belong.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, a risk taker, always taking the lead, showing other people the way, right? I told you, just jot down those. They are really important for your life, for your future as well. So, Mr. D, how many leadership positions have you had on your journey at Africa University?
I guess the first leadership position I had was me leading a prayer group. I've been leading a prayer group since intensive English. up to my one when I was in first year, second semester, I guess. And then I became the president of the Congolese community from April 2019 up to September 2020. And I've been also the leader of the gym monitors on campus.
All right.
Yeah, and I've been leading as well as uh, the man in charge of the media at the chapel for online services and stuff. Yeah, I guess those are the positions. I'm now a member of the Senate of the Congolese community, and yeah, that's it.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the list is just so long. Like it's been all through that. It's been, just shining bright. And now we would like to know, while being in all those positions, what was the most challenging experience that you could like face as a leader, and what what could be the things that made it difficult for you to lead well?
I guess being the president of the Congolese community has been the toughest experience in my leadership journey. And the thing that made it difficult is because of the how can I say, the size of the community I've been leading. I used to lead a prayer group, as I just mentioned, but it was 20 to 25 people. But being able to lead more than 250 students on campus, and what really made it challenging is, I had to transit from the face-to-face to online stuff due to COVID as well. So, managing people from the comfort of your room, trying to be everywhere and trying to assist people, at least you can. Some movement were restricted. It was really tough. And you're a Congolese, I guess you know Congolese people, dealing with Congolese people, it's a problem because you always face a problem each and every day. Waking up every morning with something to deal with on the table was not easy. Yeah, but I guess it's being the most challenging, it was also the most interesting. Yeah.
Wow. It was also the most interesting. Yep. Right. Our next question is, around campus, is there any leader that inspired you?
I guess when I arrived here, the president of the SRC that I met was Absalom.
Mm-hmm.
That guy was a leader.
Okay.
Yeah, a fearless leader. Someone who was ready to take risks, someone who was standing on behalf of the student regardless of the authorities that was in front of him. I guess I really learned from that guy. And also the current VC is a leader that, inspires me. When you look at them, you're like, I want this, Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So he's also being inspired. Okay, okay, okay. So we are talking about leadership, right? But when we are a leader, we are also getting titles. Looking at leadership and titles, do you think these two always work together?
I don't think they always work together. Being a leader does not necessarily mean you need titles. You can be a leader without a title. And titles, of course, it allows you to have a position and to say something so that people can listen to you. But when you are a leader, you can not have a title and still have an impact on people. And I don't really believe that every leader says they have to have a title some kind of way. I'm a leader of my own life. I don't need a title for that.
Okay.
So at a certain point, yeah, titles are okay, but being a leader, off and on titles, we could.
We good. So we good. All right. So leaders are made here, they say. What is your take on that?
I guess I personally don't think it's special saying that leaders are made here. We have already leaders out there. But the question is, which kind of leaders are made here?
All right, all right. Which kind of
Yeah,
leaders?
which kind of leaders are being made here? Because if we talk about leaders, we have already leaders out there. So I'm not saying something new when you say leaders are made here. We have already leaders.
Okay.
So when we mention that leaders are made here, we need to specify which kind of leaders are being made here. And I believe African University gives you the tools and abilities, but you choose to be the kind of leaders you have to be. You choose to use those tools and facilities or on your best interest. Because Personally, I've seen leaders worse than those who are outside here on campus. I've not seen any big difference from the leaders I'm seeing on campus from those that we have already out there. So each one of us choose which kind of leader he wants to be, and that's it. Leaders are made here, nothing special about it.
So it's all about the self-decision. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you want to know about this. So, Mr. Daniel, after all this that you have just said, why didn't you go for the SRC position?
I guess I was about to go. In 2020, I was the candidate. I was running for general secretary. However, as the semester was going to be online and I had left just one semester, so I had to withdraw my application because I didn't want just to have a title. I wanted to have an impact on the population.
Wow.
I didn't just want to be a leader who got a name and then at the end of the day you never did anything. So I decided to step back and then let the space for others. Because if it was me, I wouldn't have enough time and I wouldn't have the opportunity to implement whatever idea I had to implement. Yeah, that was the reason why I decided to withdraw my application.
Okay. Now, our next question is, which assets the Africa University brought into your leadership skills?
They gave me the exposure I needed.
The exposure.
The exposure has been
All right.
given. I guess I didn't mention it. I'm also the class representative of my, promotion and class. So it really gave me the opportunity to, to exercise my skills as a leader, and I've been able to see my mistakes, my flaws, and what to correct on, and see my, the good side about my leadership skills as well, my qualities, I can say. So that's it. I believe that the Africa University gave me the exposure I needed, and it has molded me into the leader that I am today. And I believe it's a learning process, but what I have acquired here, makes me ready, for whatever comes next. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Daniel, after all the merits, all the skills, all the certificates that you got, acknowledgements as a great leader, I can say, how many people have you helped to become a leader?
Personally, I don't think it's interesting to mention people's names,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess since I was the president of the Congolese community, one of the things I used to do is when I notice someone with leadership skills, I'll call them,
All right.
speak to them, inspire them, and push them to go for it. And today we have a lot of people occupying different leadership positions, subwardens, SRC members, leading in the communities and stuff that can come back and say that you pushed me to be the guy I am right now. And I guess it's not really important to mention people's names, but I guess inspiring people is what we do as leaders. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Inspiring people is what we do as leaders. Okay. That's a statement. You got point on that. Point on that. Okay. So right now, we want to know, like honestly and sincerely, from all the experience that you have, the leader that you see yourself, uh, do you think you are ready to lead out there in the real life of campus?
I guess I'm ready and I can't wait to go for the unknown.
Can't wait.
I can't wait to go out of my comfort zone. I've been here, I've learned, I've been groomed, and I've got the skills that I needed. And yeah, so I feel like I'm ready to face something new. I'm ready to face the unknown.
Ready to face the unknown. Wow. Wow. I told you this guy. Wow. Okay. So now, our last but not least, we would like to have some words of encouragement to those that are still hiding themselves, those that are still, I would say, closing to themselves. What are the advices that you can give to them?
I believe that each one of us has got a leader sleeping in him until you decide to wake him up. And mostly people are afraid of making mistakes. People are afraid of not having the potential abilities that it takes for different positions. But I believe the moment you step out of your comfort zone, you start learning something new, and by the end of the day, you're gonna make it your comfort zone again. So whoever feels that they want to go for positions but they are afraid of not having the experience, it's a learning process. Nobody gets it right at the first time. It doesn't mean that you have to be 100% ready for it. I started a prayer group here on campus. I never had one back home. You know, I led a Congolese community. I never led a community before. You know, I just decided to, you know, if no one is taking this responsibility, I'm going for it. You know, and I went for it. I won't say that I was ready when I was going for those positions, but I was optimistic. I'm like, yeah, I'll learn through the process. Someone said something is like when they offer you something, even if you don't know how to do it, say yes and then learn how to do it. You know, so that's it. I believe each one of us is a leader. You are leading your own life, even if you're not leading a company, if you're not leading a business and stuff. Yeah, and you know, leadership is not just you don't have to be, I guess, focused on one thing. I have my business running. I'm a leader, left and right. You know, different leadership positions. So I believe that somewhere, somehow, you have to be a leader. You know, because you're leading your life, you're leading your family, you're leading your journey and stuff. You know. So people should just be strong enough to go out of the comfort zone and then yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's been the Therapeutic Talk show. We had our guest of honor, Mr. D. Thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure to be here.
Thank you all for staying on the watch and staying faithful to us. Thanks to all the hard workers behind the camera, and see you next soon. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. It was your Therapeutic Talk show, your educative show. Hopefully you learned something from this episode. If you want to get more of these videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you on the next video.